Hey, what's happening, everybody? Good evening. We are live once again on a Sunday night to hang out with you guys, talk about Funko stuff, talk about our weekend, talk about your weekends, answer any questions you might have. It's all up to you guys and partially up to us to get through the next hour and hang out. It's been a full week since we saw you last, so it's glad to see you guys all here hanging out. It's been a long day for us. We've been running around a lot. In fact, it's actually been a very long weekend. Heather and I have decided that next weekend we will, in fact, attend. What are you doing? You're breaking everything.
The camera, the light back there. Now
Does it
we
matter?
have the closet right here. It's a whole thing.
Oh, Heather, unbelievable.
Okay.
So we're going to attend Monster Mania next weekend here in Maryland, and I'm very excited. And CADS, CADTZ, we're so happy that you are following us. So thank you very much. We appreciate it. We're gonna talk crap about Target a little bit there, Bobby Donut. We'll get to that a little bit. We've made a lot of videos about that this week. Today being probably one of the final Target crap on videos for a little while, because I feel like we're crapping on them way too much. But
no, it's very warranted.
It's really hard not to, considering exactly what has been going on in the Funko Target world. But we are going to go to Monster Mania this upcoming weekend. I'm really excited about it. What I didn't realize until last weekend, I think, our live, was that Christopher Lloyd is going to be at Monster Mania, which is great because they get big names there quite often, but I don't think they've ever gotten like names like Christopher Lloyd there before.
Well, Christopher Lloyd, I've seen him a lot recently on the con circuit.
Yes. Yeah, and I think it has a lot to do with the Back to the Future 35th anniversary and also him showing up and appearing on the Rick and Morty stuff. Like, because I feel like people can now take their Rick and Morty stuff to have him sign it because he's sort of, he's the basis for the show. He's Doc Brown, but that's who Rick is in the show. So it was based on that character. So I guess people could get their stuff signed now because it looks like, Doc Brown, Christopher Lloyd, is like the live action version really now of Rick, which is kind of cool. But I want to have him sign my glow-in-the-dark Marty McFly that I have from Plastic Empire. So we actually went out this weekend to buy markers to have him sign off on it.
Yeah, really cool markers, by the way.
Yeah, so we picked up some glow-in-the-dark markers. I was going to show you here, but I don't know if I feel like going through the whole rigmarole trying to show it. But we found some markers that glow in the dark, so I think I might use one of those. I'm just not entirely sure yet. To spend that kind of money on an autograph with a pen that we're not sure it's going to come out looking really great, because it has a grittier look to it.
It does, but it seemed fine after we actually got it working.
Yeah, after we screwed around with it a little bit.
And it would actually look really nice next to your Michael J. Fox signature, I think.
Agreed. And I think it's going to be cool also if I can get him to write out Great Scott. I see a lot of Great Scotts there in the comment section. So, yeah, I would like to have him write out Great Scott as well. Maybe on the side window, I think would be cool. But the other person that I'm super excited about meeting is Zach Galligan from the Gremlins film. It's going to be amazing. Like, I can't wait to see him. Apparently, he's in, like, commercials right now. It's like some sort of commercial my father was telling me today. And by the way, somebody had mentioned that it was my dad's birthday. Thank you very much. Yes.
That was Shane.
Yeah, so my dad's birthday was actually last week, but we had a party for him today. That's where we were. I was wearing my King Shark shirt there. A lot of people seem to really dig the shirt on Instagram. So if you want the shirt, you can go and buy it on, I think it's Epic Hero Shop. They actually started following us on Instagram just now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because I tagged them and, kind of showed everybody where the shirt actually came from. So go and check that out. EpicHeroShop.com, I believe it is. You can buy yourself a King Shark shirt right now. Yeah, DH, Zach Galligan was there at Plastic Empire. And when I saw him there, I got sort of jealous. Like I was thinking to myself, man, it would be so cool if he was, going to be local somewhere, like at a local toy shop here. And it turns out that he's going to be at, oh my God, that's amazing. Oh my God, Heather's going to post this photo. It's the most amazing photo ever. I look like such a goofball.
You're such a hottie.
We went to a store tonight, and I bought a onesie that's Spider-Man. Heather's going to post it on Instagram, and then you guys can go and check it out. It's hilarious. In fact, my face and everything, that looks great. Like, I think I did a pretty good job considering I wanted to look really wacky.
Patrick Norman, where did we find the glow-in-the-dark markers? We found them at Michael's. Chris, can you actually go around and grab that? Chris is going to grab it, and I'll show you what it is.
You know what? Because we're...
Do you have a piece of plastic?
Yeah, I do, but do we have where's the flashlight? I just saw it the other day. Hold on. Here it is. So I got the blacklight flashlight. We'll use this. And I'll show you exactly what it looks like.
So it is a Craft Smart. I've used these pens before, not the glow-in-the-dark ones in particular, but I've used their paint pens, and I really happen to like them. They are. Why don't you pull the plastic off?
It doesn't matter, does it? Do you think?
I don't think so.
No,
you're right.
If you're seeing through it. Oh, shit. Oh, I got it all over myself. Okay, let's try this again.
No. That's stupid.
Well, I'm just writing something easy.
No, I'll write something easy.
Ooh, it rubs off real easy too. Okay, so we'll show you what this marker looks like.
So keep in mind, Chris, that we're using this on a different type of plastic. Remember when you found the blacklight marker and it didn't work?
I do, yeah. Okay,
I mean the blacklight flashlight.
Yeah, flashlight. Okay, so here it is. What's it say? Butthole? Oh my God, Gastlecast butthole. Yeah, so it glows. Actually glows really well. Like I said, it looks a little gritty. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it. Like, it just...
Anyone who's seen glow-in-the-dark paint or whatever knows what you're talking about.
It's like sort of raised in a way.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but I mean...
And this is what it looks like outside of that. You can't see it so much because it's
sort of faint.
On the like in front of the I guess a lighter color, but it does show up pretty well.
Yeah.
I was honestly shocked.
Did you show them who it's made by, this pen?
Yeah, Craft Smart.
Okay, yeah, Craft Smart. So we found this at Michael's, and I don't know, it was like $4.99 or something.
Yeah.
We bought a green one, a green one, a blue one, and a yellow one. The blue one's horrible. The green one is sort of almost like it's almost translucent.
Yeah.
And then this yellow one is really, really nice. So I probably will use this, maybe even on my Gremlin from Zach Galligan, because I'm going to have him sign some stuff also while we're there. This could be a blast, a blasty blast. And we're going to be looking for special items for our upcoming Patreon giveaway that will occur in the month of October. We want it to be sort of like horror, Halloween-y, sort of inspired. Weenie. It's going to be Halloween horror inspired. So we're going to find and pick and choose some really cool things for our patrons on Patreon. So head over to patreon.com/Gastlecast and find out all the ways that you can support this channel. And just want to thank thank all the patrons so far. You guys are amazing. We really appreciate you, coming through and supporting in your own way. And we appreciate that.
A whole lot. We appreciate all of our patrons.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's see. Is Target going to release a Blacklight Panther in stores? We assume so. We just don't know when. I believe that some stores have gotten them. Our stores here have not, but we hear they're coming soon. Funko Daddy Corey asked, do we have any info about the Spirit Michael Myers coming out? All we know, it's a pop in town. It's the Funko Pop with the house.
Oh, okay. From Haddonfield or whatever it is. What is it, Haddonfield?
Don't ask me.
Okay.
But it looks really cool. There are photos. You can find them online. I don't have the information of when it will actually be out.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't know. Like, our news source, typically is the same ones you guys would use, more or less. We might get some information, like insider info from people who work at, various companies. Like the one piece of insider information that you would find out on the newest video that we posted this evening is if you receive Funko Pops from Amazon that are exclusive to Amazon and they do not come in sorters, that typically means that they are returns. So I received Qui-Gon Jinn Funko Pops, and both of them were returns based off of that knowledge. So when you guys have information, if you have information that you think would be beneficial to us or our videos or what we do, greatly appreciate you guys if you reach out either by email, gastlecast@gmail.com, or on Instagram @Gastlecast, or directly to us on Facebook. We're part of the Gastlecast We Hunt Together group on Facebook. If you're in there, you'll find us really easy and you can message us.
Yes, and something weird that happens often, and I don't want to call anybody out on this or make anybody feel like, if you guys have done this, I don't want anyone to feel weird, but it'll be oftentimes where I'll like message somebody or someone will message me, and like they'll say something like, I didn't think you would answer, or like, thank you for contacting me, and it's like, I'm happy to talk to people. Like,
yeah,
it's almost like they're shocked to talk to me. Like I have so much YouTube stuff going on that I can't talk to them or something.
right.
I
think.
But if you ever want to talk to Chris or I, please feel free to DM us on our personal Facebooks. Totally fine. On Instagram, email, whatever.
I get it though, because people watch us every day, and to them we're YouTuber, right? So we're just people, and they watch on a computer or TV.
Yeah, we
right?
Chris and I, we do our best to talk to everybody that reaches out to us. I even talk to the spam people.
Yes.
That like try to sell us stuff.
Heather screws with the spam people.
I give them my Cash App and I tell them that I won't talk to them unless they send me $500, and then they stop talking to me. So
James Williams, you asked twice. Have you all seen the Old Man Cap Funko Pop? We've actually gotten that question quite often because we hadn't made a video or included that in any video. Yes, we did see it. Yes, I really like it, and I actually did get an order in for that, and we're actually hooking up a friend of ours with that particular cap, so that's cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so we're helping out one of our buddies, and one of our buddies is helping us out because I haven't been able to obtain the zombie Iron Man glow in the dark on Amazon.
Oh.
And our friend actually was able to obtain it, so we're going to
cool.
do the old switcheroo.
That's awesome.
So that is cool. So good thing to have friends. That's one thing in this community, is that you want to make friendships, you want to meet cool people who collect, and joining Gastlecast We Hunt Together on Facebook is one way. Very easy way to do that. Build relationships and get the things that you want.
Not yet. Will all the Batmans drop tomorrow? We don't know.
I'm going to take a guess that they will.
Chris, you thought they were going to drop yesterday.
Well, hold on.
We don't want to hear about what you
Hold
have
on.
to think
I really did think they were going to
say.
drop yesterday based off of like what they were doing. Like, for Funko to drop a picture yesterday and say coming soon, like it was just a lot of weirdness going on, and it made me wonder, did Funko have a plan to drop everything yesterday but decided against it? I don't know. Obviously, we don't know any insider info there, but it was really weird to like release a photo yesterday. But I think because Monday is connected to the weekend, that it would be the better day to drop this stuff because Funko will be in the office. So I would make a guesstimate. Of course, I'm not always right. I'd make a guess that they would drop tomorrow. That's where my head's at.
They said coming soon, but they also said coming soon with Pietro, and then it took like an entire month before it came soon.
It's true.
And then another 6 months for when the restock was coming soon. So who knows how to think when you hear something from Funko.
Right.
Chad is still researching the tanning lotion. Thank you so much, Chad. I will be eager to hear the results. Target canceled the pre-orders on the Diagon Alley. Yes, that's unfortunate. Anna, our day was wonderful. Thank you for asking. I got to see my dogs.
Yes, you did.
I was so excited. I'm sure you guys know by now, but I have 2 dogs. They live with my dad. And we went over there today after visiting with Chris's family and got to see the dogs.
I got to see everybody today. It was a good day.
I got to see my dad too.
Today was a good day.
The dogs, they come first.
They do.
Know? And we didn't even have to use our AK. It was a good day.
AK. Oh. I didn't realize where you're going with that, but good. Thank you.
Do you know?
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah.
No, you don't.
The song, yeah.
Who?
Yeah, it's
I love when I ask him about anything.
I don't know.
It's Ice Cube.
Is Ice Cube? Okay, thank you.
He
Sorry,
didn't even
I'm
have
not.
to use his AK.
I was never really into that type of music.
Oh, it's so good.
I was listening to like 80s hair bands, like hair metal, like my whole life until I became like, old enough to select my own music. My parents always listened to like 80s hair bands.
That's good. You know, my dad did.
And my
as
dad
well.
would also listen, and my mom would also listen to Rush a lot. Great band. What else we got, Heather? Where do we buy the sign of your picture behind you? We bought that from, actually a friend of ours made it. So the company that makes all of our pins and the company that's helping us get our toy made, the Ghastly toy, by the way, head over to MischiefToys.com and you can order Mischief Toy related gear right now. It's available. That company actually made the sign for us. They're making all sorts of cool things for us. Good
Damien,
question.
yes, you can contact us by smoke signal. Thank you very much. BC Wolf asks, do you think Target treats red card members better? I have a red card and I have never had a problem with Target. Absolutely not. And the reason I say that is because Chris and I both have red cards. He actually has the credit card, I believe. I have the debit card, and we both get orders delayed and canceled. So I don't believe they treat red card members better. However, I feel like maybe they like you and they hate us because we talk so much shit about them. And that's why they're canceling and delaying our orders.
Yeah, we get hit all the time with cancellations and delays. So red card apparently or unfortunately does not help at all.
Okay, Dean asks a wonderful question. Heather, have you had another spam chat end up being real like the time you lost your credit card? Did I tell that story on the channel?
I think you did.
Should I tell it again?
You can tell it, but tell it in a fashion where we're not sitting here and hanging on every so.
Okay, we're going to be here all night, guys. Buckle up.
Oh, my God.
So there was this time where I got a message from someone on Facebook who had just created their Facebook that day, and their name was Wanda. And Wanda did not have a photo of themselves. And Wanda said, I think I found something that belongs to you. And I was like what? Like it felt very spammy.
Yes.
And scammy. And
it did. And I looked at the
like
messages
this.
also. I would agree with that.
And jokingly, like a lot of times I just ignore that stuff, but lately I've just been in the mood to mess with people or robots or whatever they are. And I said, I lost my basement. It was the dumbest thing that I could think of. I didn't have anything. Like, I didn't want to be dirty.
Hold on 1 second.
What?
So for those who are saying to fix the volume on the mics, I've turned it all up. So we should be pretty loud now. If you're still like experiencing, I've seen two people so far. That's it. So if you guys are experiencing issues with our sound, I don't know what to tell you because I've turned it up. I just don't want to blow out your speakers.
I know what to tell them.
What?
Turn your volume up.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So I told her I lost my base. And like I said, I didn't want to be dirty and be like, oh, I lost a dildo. Like as if someone like takes something like that out in public. I don't know. Like that's something that Heather would normally say just to be stupid. But I didn't know like who was on the other end and I didn't want to be too weird. So I lost my basement. And basically the reply was sort of just like, whatever. Well, then I realized that I couldn't find my debit card. And I was like, okay, the last place I was the grocery store. And I would have put those pants that I was wearing. I have this really bad habit. I wear yoga pants very often that have like these pockets on the side, like on
showing
my thigh.
off that butt.
Oh, stop it.
It is all the time.
No, they're just comfortable. But I mean, hey.
They're showing butt.
Listen, man, just because
I should
got a
try
good
them
butt,
on sometime and see if I can get my butt to come out.
You cannot.
My butt doesn't go anywhere.
First of all, you wouldn't be able to fit in them. They're like this big.
How
They're
does
like
my
doll
butt
clothes.
invert? Like what?
Second of all, nothing is bringing your butt out.
My butt defies it defies the law of what's the word I'm looking for?
Not
Physics.
gravity.
Physics.
So last I remember, I had my card at the grocery store. I probably put it in my pocket because I have a really bad habit. I'll pull it out of my bag. I have like a backpack that I wear every day. Pull it out of my backpack, and then I'll put it in my pocket, which is stupid. You should never do that. Well,
it's always well, and
I contacted this person, and I said, after I got home and realized the card was not in my pants and it wasn't in my purse, I said, oh my God, please forgive me. I am so sorry.
How big of an asshole did you feel?
I felt like a huge asshole.
Did you?
I said, you found a debit card, didn't you? I said, I can verify any information you want from me, my name. I can't verify the card number, but I can probably find a receipt with like the last 4 digits on the back. I didn't remember, like I didn't memorize that card number.
By the way, how often does it happen where somebody reaches out to you finding your debit card? Like that has to be.
Imagine.
I would love to see the statistics on people getting their debit and credit cards back.
Yeah, that would be very interesting. So she said, call me. And I was like, what the fuck?
She's got your card on a ransom card.
Yeah. So I ended up calling her. I said, what's your phone number? So she gave me her phone number. And we actually talked for like a good hour and a half on the phone that day.
She was a very sweet lady from what you tell me.
She is so freaking sweet. I ended up like a week later, she was like, hey, how often are you in this area? Blah, blah, blah. I live in this area. Would you want to drive to me? Well, that day it was like raining. It was nasty. And it was like pretty far from us, like in like an area that I don't really like to go to because I don't know it well. And I was like, well, next time you're up my way, just let me know. And apparently she came up.
So now she's got to drive your debit card back.
No. I
Real
said,
nice, Heather.
let me know when you're around
You lose the card, and now the lady has to drive to you.
I said, I will come to you wherever you're at, but
God.
I don't go that way often. But she told me that she comes this way.
That's really sweet of her,
time.
but man.
So we ended up meeting up. We got a selfie together. She is like the sweetest person ever.
You ever
of
talk
all
to her
time.
again?
I did. I had actually, she texted me one day and she said, Heather, you're not going to believe this. I said, what, Miss Wanda?
Found another debit card.
This was when the cicadas were running rampant.
Yeah.
She was using talk to text because she can't text very fast. And she said, oh, I'll read the exact words.
It would have been,
was so
what
funny.
would have been so brilliant? And she goes, oh my God, Heather, you're not going to believe this. I lost my basement. Isn't that what you said to her?
Yes, that is what
Wouldn't
I
it
said
have been
to her.
fantastic if she just out of the blue said, hey, Heather, I lost my basement? That would have been brilliant.
She said, good afternoon, Heather. I hope all is well with you and your family. This is a must-share moment. Damn. I was in the car just listening to 104.3, singing on my way to the doctor's. I am still singing, and then it happened. I was hearing some extra note or sound that I never heard in this song before. It was 3 cicadas in the car with me.
Oh my
and
God.
I was screaming and driving. I went from rock star to screaming in the car. Post Malone, hands down, getting sleepy. I will talk to you later today.
Post Malone?
I guess she was singing Post Malone.
Oh my God.
So I just have to share because I absolutely love this. She is so beautiful and I love her smile. This is me and Miss Wanda. Oops. Oh, okay. I thought it might have shown her phone number, but it didn't. But that's me and Miss Wanda.
So
she is the sweetest. I love her. Anyway, that's
you should reach out to her this week and ask her how she's doing.
I'm going to. I'm actually, while you start to talk, I'm going to send her a message. I'll schedule a message to come to her tomorrow because it's getting sort of late.
Yeah, you don't want it to
Yeah.
show up tonight. Yeah,
I schedule messages all the time.
She sounds like the Nigerian prince who's going to send me $1 million. That's right. Yeah. What unbelievable. Anyway, the lady was fantastic. What a nice person. Typically what people do if they find something like that, they go to the nearest store and they turn it in.
That's what my mind would tell me to do.
Yeah.
However, this day and age, Facebook, you can normally find anybody. Yeah, so what I would do, I probably would start that way And then I would go into the store.
Right.
If I couldn't find that person on
Amazing.
Facebook.
What a sweet lady.
And she told me, she even said, I never park in that space. When I go to that grocery store, I normally park on the other end of the parking lot. And she said that day, it's like someone wanted to bring me and you together.
It was supposed to happen.
It was just, the way that she talks is just so sweet, and I don't know, it's very calming. I love her.
That's cool. Yeah, that's really nice.
She even would end every conversation with "Love ya."
Oh, that's sweet.
She's
that's
just
really
so
sweet of her.
sweet.
Yeah, sweet of her. You should give her a WandaVision pop. That's a great idea.
She would have no idea what it was.
That would be so cool. Say, hey, this is Wanda.
That would be so cute.
So Target. Well, it's funny because on Friday, I think it was Trackers had mentioned that the box set, the Black Panther Funko Pop and T, was supposed to be showing up in the stores, right? And we were going to be seeing this thing, and we should all be able to go out and hunt for this thing. Well, that became very clear that it was untrue on Saturday morning, and I believe Dish Trackers ended up updating their post saying that is not true. Heather and I called everywhere, and
most Targets didn't answer.
We mentioned in one of our videos that when Heather called, the guy on the phone said, "Look out for him on August the 20th." And Heather's like, "That's like a month. That's like a month ago."
I had to do everything that I could to not start cracking up because I just thought it was so funny.
The guy was so confused, but he was confused in that moment. He was like, "What?" And then I think he realized, "Holy crap! It is September."
We got a very interesting question. What is the Mischief Toys pre-order / cancellation policy? I don't know if that is a real question or not. But we don't have pre-orders. We're not taking pre-orders for anything.
We're not doing pre-orders.
We don't feel comfortable with that just in case something comes damaged and we can't put out the amount of product that we want to or whatever. We want to make sure that everything arrives perfectly and you're not waiting for 6 months for an item.
I do have Mischief Toys, like a little bit of news if you guys would like to know. That's up to you guys. I don't want to rattle on about it if you guys don't really want to hear about it. But we do have Mischief Toys news. We talk about Mischief Toys and Ghastly a lot, and it feels like every time I talk to you guys, I'm like, "Oh, well, it'll be next month." And then I say it again, "Oh, well, it'll be next month." And then next time, "Oh, it'll be next month." And I hate doing that to you, and I don't want people to, get annoyed with that. But the truth is that this is our first time doing anything like this, so we're just new to this whole game. So we're doing our best to get this toy in everybody's hands, to include our hands, because we want this toy, I think, more than anybody. Like the fact that it's my creation in a 3D form that I'm going to have in hand is unreal. Like I can't get over that thought. In fact, I was telling my family about it today, about how excited I am. But before I get to that, because it looks like you guys do want to hear about Ghastly, I will get into that, I promise. But Target. So,
wait,
okay.
Why don't you talk about Ghastly
So hold on.
bit?
So Target.
Okay.
The Black Panther t-shirt set, there is no word on that right now.
None.
So for those out there who are like waiting for this and they want it, I can't really give you any information. The only thing I can tell you is to continue following Dish Trackers, Funko Finders, and all those guys, because that is where you're going to find your most up-to-date information. Also, if you're really hard-pressed, continue checking your Targets, because when a Venom t-shirt pack came through, Eddie Brock, Heather and I just happened to find out one morning. Yes. And when we went to the store, they were there. There was no, like, this is the date. It was nothing like that. It just happened to be there.
It was supposed to be July 25th.
Right.
But we ended up getting ours on the 4th of July, which was very interesting.
Exactly. Harold Fuller, yes, we do not want to be Target. Perfect. No, I mean, that's, quite frankly, that's exactly what I'm saying. I don't want Mischief Toys. I don't want you guys to be bummed out that, oh, where's my product? Where's my product? Where's my product? Okay, so let me jump into Mischief Toys news. We actually went and had our meeting. By the way, if you're on Patreon, on the next Patreon call, I'm going to have even more news to give you. I save a lot of stuff just to give to our patrons, because I feel like that's like an extra added bonus for them. But just a kind of an idea of what so we had this meeting this week with our in-between guy between us and the people who are manufacturing it. And we discussed communication, like communicating with the people on the other side. We discussed new figures. We actually gave over all of the information we needed for the next 2 figures, which we are not announcing. We have announced it on Patreon. And we offered, we gave the photos to the guy, and we gave of the toy and the box. So that's actually being passed along. We're already starting the process of the next 2 figures. So that's where, if you're a patron and you know what I'm talking about, now is your time to be excited because that is now happening.
Yes, and I think patrons know already not to speak about, what we talk about on our patron calls as far as Mischief Toys things go.
Right.
So please don't put anything in the chat.
Right. Please keep it a secret. We'd appreciate that.
We did think that Gastly's had shipped, but our person that is in communication with the factory did let us know that they are... We had an issue with our order, but things ended up coming together. We don't know exactly when it will ship, but it'll be shipping very soon. I think within the next 2 or 3 weeks or so.
Absolutely.
Is my guess.
Yeah.
And
hopefully
then
sooner.
Once that happens, it'll be about 45 days until we get them in hand. Supposedly, there are a lot of delays. I really don't expect it in that time frame, but I'm hoping for the best.
Okay, so good news is we're receiving all of our Gastlys at one time instead of being broken up into 2 separate orders, because that was our biggest concern. We're going to have to pay all this money for all this shipping. So that's a good news for us. The bad news for everybody is that Gastly most likely will not be here until late November, unfortunately. So we are in a boat right now of we want it now. We want to have this available for you guys and for us, obviously, but we can't see that happening sooner than November. So that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah.
But be excited because we have a lot more that will be coming your way. So we're already getting ramped up for other stuff, for new things.
And now that we've figured out the box situation, the pricing situation, we have the mold in place. It's not going to take another year for more variants or anything.
No.
Once we send them the artwork, they get to working on it. We either approve or change things. And then once we do the final approval, they start working on manufacturing them, which is amazing.
Yes.
So hopefully in the future, we'll only have to wait maybe 3 months or so until we have that next product in hand. Maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit shorter. I'm not sure how this is going to work.
Shane Mill, yes, it's in a dragon boat. So somebody commented and asked, will Gastly ever be a bobblehead? I don't know the answer to that. Probably not. I don't think that's not really what we're going for. We're going for more of a designer toy sort of look. So it's going to be all one piece. There will be no articulation. It'll all be one piece. It basically will be like a statue, like other vinyl toys. So we have some thoughts and ideas and things for the future, but for right now, we are sticking with the Gastly that we currently have, which hopefully we'll be able to unveil soon. Because here's the other piece of good news that we haven't mentioned yet. We actually asked for the prototype of Gastly. So we will hopefully have the prototype here so we can take photos of it and all that kind of stuff and get people geared up for when the toy will actually drop. So that's kind of my plan. I'd like to start putting stuff out about Gastly, getting people amped up about Gastly sometime in November and start really getting things going. And on top of that, if I can get the Gastly back, if I can get the prototype of Gastly before November the 6th, which is going to be the GastleCon at the Pasadena Toy Expo, that toy, if you're able to make it, that toy should be in hand. And we should be able to show you what Gastly looks like in person for the first time. Will we share that photo with the online audience outside of our in-person audience? maybe not. It just really depends on where we are as far as shipping and everything. I really want to unveil this and make it a really big deal, right? I don't want it to be like, here's Ghastly, and then it's just like like how I sweep all the Funko Pops on the floor when we make our videos. I just throw Ghastly on the table and he just rolls a couple times. There's Ghastly. I want it to be a big deal. And we're making cartoons and we're doing all sorts of stuff to really make it exciting and fun for everybody. Because that's the real goal of all this. The real goal is to make it fun and I don't know. I really want to connect with everybody. I think. I'm just speaking as one of the people a part of this channel, but I feel like Heather and I do a really good job at connecting with the audience, with connecting with you guys here live, connecting with you over social media in some way, shape, or form. I want to do the same thing with the toy. That's sort of the aspect. The aspect always has been for us that it's a family thing. Everybody that we're involved with, you guys are the Gastlecast family. That's who you are. You guys will also be part of the Mischief Toys family. That's the plan. So it's going to be a really fun thing. I think you guys are going to really dig it. Mischief Toys, when it finally drops, Mischief Toys, we want it to be big. We want this to be a big deal. We want to make everybody excited and happy. And I can promise you this, the first 2 figures we're getting are really, really awesome. And I would share a photo with you now, but again, I don't want to uncover the mystery. But the next 2 figures after that, I can't share that with you. I don't even want to tell you what it is because your whole fucking head will explode when you see these 2. When you see what these look like, you are going to lose your goddamn mind. They are amazing looking. Our artist is fantastic. Our artist is actually Heather's friend. Every Ghastly will have a new box with new artwork, all sorts of cool new details. So these are all things to look forward to when you're buying new Ghastly figures. I want you guys to have something cool. I want you to have something cool that when you show it to a friend or something, they're looking at it and you're like, man, this is so neat. I love everything about this. Like I want to spread the joy of Ghastly because that's what it's all about. Okay, so I'm seeing questions. How many people have unsubscribed since you've started sweeping Pops off the tables? Believe it or not, none. I don't think. Maybe 1 or 2. I don't know. The sweeping the Funko Pops off the table is... we've come so far in collecting Funko Pops that at this point, even with boxes, I don't get too anal about. We're actually... really high-end Funko Pops, I do try to keep them in really good shape, obviously, because one day, if I no longer have a connection to that character or to some parts of my collection, I can turn around and sell them or trade them or do whatever the hell I want to do with them. So that's a good reason to keep your Funko Pops in good shape. But realistically, when it comes to Funko Pops that we get, when I'm sweeping them off and stuff, I don't get worked up or upset because it's just, listen, at the end of the day, these are all toys. These are all collectibles. This is what brings me, part of the joy to my life. So if I want to throw it across the room and hit somebody in the head, then so be it. Headless Ned Stark, Chris, did you decide if you're going to NYCC? I am not going to NYCC. I was thinking about going, but seeing all these different people back out, Funko companies rather, Funko's backing out. I think Figpin backed out. A lot of companies are backing out. I don't know if there really is a reason for me to go because I like to go for a lot of exclusive type stuff. Now, to meet people, I would absolutely love to come and meet and see everybody, but I don't know if I'll have the time to do it. There's just so much going on. When I think about, and this, you guys, I don't know if you can wrap your head around this thought because you don't have to do this like I do. But I have to make a video every single day.
You don't have to.
But I do because I want to deliver and I want people to have something to enjoy. And to me, seeing people react and comment and enjoy what we're doing is something that is it's a really big deal to me personally. It makes me really happy to see other people happy. So that's why I continue to make this content on a regular basis. But when I think about like going on vacations and stuff, it really is sort of scary to me because I think about, you know, if I don't put out a video today or something, or if I don't put out a video for a week, you know, what's that going to do? You know, am I going to be, you know, feel down? Like, because truthfully, I post these videos. I probably sound like a complete goofball, but I post these videos and like my favorite thing, like recording the video is fun for me. Editing the video is fun because that's when my creativity can kind of come to light. But it's when I post a video and I see what people are thinking about what we're doing. And listen, if it's negative, if it's positive, or if people just straight up say the nastiest bullshit, you know, that people can say, no matter what it is I'm reading, it gives me, I don't know, there's an emotion there. And I get happy when I see good things said about us. When I see bad things, of course, that's, you know, if they, or maybe just even a disagreement, I'm like, okay. But if somebody says something really mean, I'm like, God damn. Sometimes I delete them or block them or whatever we have to do. But
I don't know. I like to throw shade.
You do, and you do a good job of it. And in fact, anytime you see a response on Instagram that we post where somebody responding to a comment, a mean comment, it's always Heather for the most part. I would say maybe I've done one and Heather has done all the rest because Heather is really good at responding to trolls. I
can't imagine going on someone's video and just straight up shitting on them.
Right.
And I find that, honestly, like Chris and I normally just have a good laugh together. It's very rare that something really truly gets under our skin. However, it upsets me that people do things like that because bullies are not cool. Like, it's not fucking cool to bully people.
Right.
And I think it's really shitty that there's these grown-ass people sitting behind keyboards trying to be just straight-up dicks to random people they've never met.
Well,
like, for all they know, if they met us in real life, we would be, like, the best of friends.
Well, we don't know if they're adults, though. Some of them, you know.
Most of them are. I promise you, most of them are.
I think that people watch our content. I don't
People are just shit.
I really don't want to bore anybody. But I think people watch our content, and I've said this time and time again, I think people just take what we do and what we say to heart, and they get very defensive over what they like, and that's totally fine, because if people get emotional about it, that's fine.
No, that's fine, but like,
but I mean, like, today's comment was something like, I didn't get anything out of your video, and it's like, well, if you didn't get a laugh or didn't get any enjoyment out of it, then what the hell? Why comment, right? But you have to. I always tell Heather, you got to expect people responding that way, right?
Oh yeah, no, I know.
There are just people like, who are hateful and hurtful.
Like, if they left it on someone's video who didn't have thick skin and like didn't get bothered by things, that could really make a difference in someone's life and like make someone feel really crappy about themselves. And I just think that that's an ugly thing to do. I really
agree.
do.
It is ugly. I agree.
It doesn't bother me, like, people saying something negative about me. It does bother me when people say something nasty about Chris, but I know that Chris and I can laugh about it, where if they said it on somebody else's channel who might not take it in such stride, that could really be devastating for somebody.
Sure, absolutely. Well,
you never know what someone is going through, especially in times like this, like where there's a virus that's just...
Don't get yourself so worked up about it. But,
no, it's very upsetting, and we're like staying inside more. We're not going out and being as social as we should, and people are having like more issues than they normally would.
You're going to create more. It creates more trolls because people don't have anywhere to go. So they're upset with their life and being stuck inside.
Ugly.
They're upset with being stuck inside or not being able to do what they want to do. So they go out and take it out on other people. That's how it happens.
Oh, but good for them. I hope they feel good about themselves.
Because I'm the type that I've always been very involved in, like, being. My father was always funny, so our family was always jokesters. Anytime I read negative shit, I always think about, it's always a joke to me. Go says you can pre-record videos and schedule them. I think about that sometimes, Ghost.
We do that sometimes.
We do, but for the most part, I like being able to be on point with news. But yes, if I had to go away, that's what I would do.
Chris, have you broken any of the pops you have slid off the table these past few videos?
Have not, no. Edgardo De Jesus, I enjoy your determination, hard work you and Heather put into videos on a daily basis.
Thank you.
I end my night watching your videos, not in a weird way. LOL. No, it doesn't sound weird at all. Thank you.
Listen,
we post
whether
late,
you watch
so,
it in a weird way or a not weird way, we are very grateful. So thank you, Ed.
honestly, Flock Ghastly Triple JJJ says, possibly in the future. I haven't thought about that, but that's a possibility. Sure, why not?
Autumn can't wait for her Ghastly. Autumn, we cannot wait for you to get your Ghastly either.
Ryan Permison and a bunch of others are asking about the socks.
The socks that I received.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're
I love them.
How about those socks, Heather?
I love them. They're so wonderful. Where did you put them? Because I'm doing laundry.
Over there.
Okay. I really need to get them in the wash because I want to wear them like ASAP.
Somebody says you're a gangster AF.
Who was that?
That's Eric Maya.
Of course it was. He knows. Thank you.
Let's see. Suicide numbers are at a high rate, or at a record high, and you don't know what your words can do to people. That's absolutely
exactly
right, Nadine. And luckily, Heather and I have each other to lean on. So when we've had some really nasty things said before, that like if we were on here and we were just like telling our audience really mean things all the time instead of saying like, "Oh, Funko Pop is trash." Maybe I could see why people would comment really mean things, like if we were just being straight up really mean to people, but we're not. So I don't know how anybody could think it's warranted. Zach Bonifer is here. Hello, Zach Bonifer. The whole
Zach.
shipment of Ghastly at the end of November. Better end the stream now and get started on making space. Yeah, absolutely, Zach. It's really funny that you say that because Heather and I were discussing that today. It's really going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot in this house. It's going to be close quarters living for a little while. We have a house that can house this stuff, but one of our bedrooms in the house, which is sort of a bedroom right now, but more of a packing room, will be full of Ghastlies, and it's going to be unbelievable. I told Heather the other day I would really like to do pre-orders, but when we talked about it more, I'm in like 100% agreement with her. The only reason why I wanted to do it is because moving forward, when the Ghastlies arrive, we can just start shipping them out, because that means it'll be less time in our home. But I would hate for them to arrive. See, I'm always looking out I look out for everybody else. So although I'm spending the money to have these things made, when they arrive, I want to inspect all of them, make sure they're all up to snuff, and I don't want to ship one out to you and it comes with like something wrong, imperfections and all that kind of jazz. This is going to be more of a this is going to be sort of like a learn, like as we go sort of thing, live and learn sort of thing. So hopefully this first run of what we're doing, it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a lot of fun for all of us, but for Heather and I, it'll be a very stressful time to make sure that we're on point, right? Making sure that everything that we have is.
Let me tell you something. If I'm involved, it's always going to be on point.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I get shit done.
Batman Day has passed. When do you think it'll be dropped? I'm thinking J Borzy 007. We're thinking maybe Monday. And you found us through Dr. Applesauce. Well, thank you. That's awesome. Dr. Applesauce is a good man. He's talked about us a couple of times on his channel, and we really appreciate him doing that. He's a good dude. You might notice that we barely mention anybody or anything or do any team-ups with anybody or anything on our channel. And I'd like to do more connections with other channels and do co-channel stuff, I guess, but I don't know.
The way that we do things makes it really, really hard to, because we do a lot of news. And when we put out our videos, like generally Chris and I go to work, we come home, we set up the cameras and we say, so what is this video about? And then we'll discuss ideas if it's not obvious. Like sometimes there will be a drop and like obviously we have to talk about the drop. But then, last week there were a lot of announcements between anime and was there Marvel or something? I forget. But we had to discuss like what we were putting into certain videos and stuff. And sometimes like we'll get mail calls. And like, for example, last week we got probably like 10 boxes or something.
Mm-hmm.
And we like to put them like 1 or 2 in videos. But you'll notice like yesterday we did a video of what, 3?
Yes.
3?
Yeah.
Was it 3?
Yeah.
So that was a video for us, which was really cool. But you know, Funko puts out so much news, we have to like cover that, and we want to make sure that we put our mail calls in there because that's always fun to unbox stuff, because we used to be more of an unboxing sort of channel.
Yes.
But now we do focus on the news. So it is very hard to work with other people because
it is.
You know, if like weekends are generally slower for Funko news. So like, for example, yesterday nothing went on, but had they dropped those
The Batman stuff,
Funko
we would have
Pops,
been all over it.
And we had something set up where we told another YouTuber, hey, let's collaborate, let's drop our videos on Saturday. Well, that's all ruined because then there's Funko news that we would have to cover. So we do have some YouTuber friends that we will watch and talk to and stuff like that, but we haven't worked with anybody in so freaking long.
I'll be honest, I don't watch that many people on YouTube anymore.
I watch some.
I'm just Heather is more into it than I am, but I'm when I come in from work, it's all about the Gastlecast. And actually, somebody had mentioned, I think it was Going Ghost. Where are we at as far like when Ghastly hits? Will we be more Ghastly or more Funko? To answer your question, we're gonna always love Funko, and Funko is not going anywhere for us. Will it affect the channel when Ghastly gets here is probably the bigger question. And my answer for you right now is no, because I think it'll be fine and we'll be able to work through all of this and sort of figure things out as we go along. I want to continue making videos every single day and working really hard. I last week, I think I went into this whole spiel where I said, well, if you're going to have a YouTube channel, do it, go as hard as you can with it and really do it. And I'm very much that way with the channel and with the toy. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. And I'm going to do it, I'm going to go hardcore. Like, I'm not going to screw around. I want it done. I want it to be, the real deal. And so the channel, if I can't do the real deal of this channel at some point, then I won't do it anymore. And the same goes for Mischief Toys. So I will bust my butt in order to make sure that it's all good to go and rocking and rolling. DH, y'all should interview the Funko employee that sent you the games this month. Wow, that's very interesting that you should say that. I don't know if our friend, and by the way, he was here actually in the chat. I saw him, our friend Sean Neal. I don't know if he's allowed to go in front of a camera and discuss it. I don't know how that works for him. Funko would most likely have to make him sign off. I don't know. I don't know how it would work. I don't know if it's possible.
That would be very interesting to talk to him. But I do know that when we interviewed Reese O'Brien, who does Tiny Ghosts, he also works for Funko. When we interview somebody or would interview somebody, because it's been so long since we've done that, we would always ask, is there anything that we are not going to talk about? Anything that you'd rather not talk about?
Right.
And one of the things Reese didn't want to talk about was Funko, because there's certain things that he is not supposed to talk about. And I completely understand why. Nobody wants, Funko doesn't want spoilers to come out or whatever. And certain conversations, even if we're not trying to get information out of him, they could lead to conversations like that.
It could be ugly.
And you don't want to get in trouble with your employer, especially with a cool freaking job like that. Like, it would be one thing if they hated their life working at, Ollie's and they didn't give a shit.
Right.
But, you don't want to screw up a job at Funko.
Going Ghost, no, it did not come across wrong. No, you did. No, it was fine. And I hope I didn't respond in a way that seemed negative, because it wasn't supposed to be. No, but thank you for asking that. Sean Neal, there he is. I might be able to. I'd love it. Probably just would need to get my PR training updated. Yeah, dude, if you could do it, let's do it for real.
Yeah, seriously, Sean, reach out to us because
let us know.
We would love
that would be beautiful because
talk
Sean actually opened our eyes to something that we had poo-pooed on for a long time.
Well, no, we didn't necessarily poo-poo on it because
sorta
Funkoverse we poo-pooed on. I've heard that Funkoverse is very complicated. And we have not tried Funkoverse. I believe we actually own one of the packs for Funkoverse.
We do, a Batman one.
But we've never tried it. But Battle World, I didn't really know was a thing until, what was it? FunCon, where they released the Iron Man piece or whatever.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So we mentioned, like, I think when we did our video on it, Chris was like, oh, who gives a shit about that or something like that. Well, Sean ended up sending us, because he works on Battle World.
And by the way, I'm really bummed out that I didn't buy that piece now.
Yeah,
that
seriously.
I like Battle World, yeah.
You're not kidding. Sean, if you can tell us where we can buy that piece,
right, from
we
FunCon.
would be very grateful.
For the FunCon piece, because now that so what Heather is basically trying to get to is that we are in love now with Battle World.
We love it. Absolutely freaking love it. If you can go to your games right now, GameStop has a ton of the sets on sale.
It's Series 1.
Yeah, Series 1
with Spider-Man.
Well, no, they have other parts of it.
But one we saw in all the stores this weekend is my point.
Right. Marvel Battle World.
You put Marvel.
Okay. So right now they have.
Hey, what's that? $3.97 for the Battle Boss?
That's what I was looking for yesterday.
Can we order them, or are they only in store?
Yes, we can order them.
Oh, we should order some.
So basically they have a ton of stuff from Series 1 that is on clearance. And yesterday, in just about every GameStop we went to like 3 or 4. They had for $10 a $20 product. It's part of the game, and you can actually, I believe you can play the game just based off of what comes in this pack. It's a $10 pack at GameStop right now, $9.97. But then they also have a Marvel Battle World bundle that's like a $35 set for $23. That's a larger set. And then they have these. And
this is a one-player game, by the way. You can play this one player, or you can play with multiplayer.
Yeah, it is so much fun. I don't want to say it's complicated, but it's definitely more complicated than a lot of the games that we play, because we play a lot of stuff with Chris's son, Max. So we choose like simpler games like Uno or Chutes and Ladders or Checkers and stuff like that. Nothing super complicated, the more like kiddie Monopoly sort of things. But we actually decided to give it a try with Max. We watched a YouTube video, which, by the way, it took like 40 minutes, but he was very thorough, and I'm very happy that we learned it through the YouTube video versus like us just reading instructions, because we would have been so lost. But it's a really fun game, and you can collect all of the little pieces, and each of the pieces has different like powers. So it's really cool. I highly recommend it to anybody, and I'll show you what exactly the $10 pack looks like. That's GameStop's website. It comes with 6 characters, multiple
Pablo Perez, we love you too. And his wife, Pablo says hi. My wife Lou says hi. We love you.
Hi, Pablo and Lou. You can, and it comes with the cards. So yeah, it's a lot of freaking fun, and I recommend it to anybody. It's a great game,
and like I said, it could be a one-player game. So if you go out and buy it, you can play it on your own. It's very easy. We are very excited about finding new characters. In fact, I was talking to my son on the phone tonight and told him about some of the characters we picked up. One of them being Zombie Venom, because I really wanted some of the zombie characters. So that was a cool character to pick up. In fact, I turned a coworker onto this, and he's actually out collecting a lot of the little minifigs also. He loves minifigs.
Really?
So yeah, so he's buying a lot of them.
Oh, that's cool.
Hey, RG. Wow, long time no see.
How's it going?
RG is the man. I always, anytime RG comes around, I just want to say how much love he showed us back during NYCC 2019. He basically won Funko lottery, and he asked if there was anything I wanted, and it just so happened to be this guy right here. This Freddy Funko. It's what was it? What's the guy? Ron English, Freddy Funko, and he said he would pick it up for me in line, and he did. And it's a limited piece, and it's one of my favorites. So big thanks to RG. He is truly a we hunt together type of guy. In fact, he was helping out pretty much everybody. I don't think he bought a single thing for himself.
He's really, really sweet from what I have seen in our interactions. He shows us love on Instagram all the time.
Great guy.
And through what you said about him. So I love Archie.
But yeah, so anyway, go out and buy Battle World. It's such a great game. It's so much fun. The little figures
really
are fun.
is. And the fact that like we're all Funko collectors or collectors of something makes it that much more fun because you can collect the little figures, which is super cool. And the fact that they all have different abilities is really neat. Bob ate Donut. It's really hard for me to explain how you would be able to play it with yourself. That sounds very wrong.
What?
I am so sorry.
What are you saying?
He said, how do you play one player?
I know. I would suggest going on YouTube and looking up videos. In fact, Sean Neal sent us a link. If I can, I'll find it and post it in the group, and then everybody can go and check it out. It'll teach you how to play.
It's really cool.
By the way, Anna Reyes has been asking so many great questions.
Yes. Hold on.
And I wanted to answer some of her questions.
Those are really long-winded questions, some of them. So let me ask this really quick question because I do want to get to Anna's questions because she has some good ones.
Okay.
Harold Fuller said, it'd be cool to see y'all interview someone like Top Pops. We did interview him. If you go back and search, probably like Gastlecast Top Pops, you should be able to find it.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun that night. So anyhow.
Well, Harold also asked, where are you going to put the Mexican girl pop? Nowhere, because I don't know what to do with it. Because it hasn't gotten here yet. We
don't collect any of the Small World Pops.
I bought it. I swear to God, I've never done this before. I completely bought it by accident because I was going crazy trying to buy things. And, I had a lot of problems that day. And I reached out to Heather after the fact, and I was like, "Hey, I bought it's a Small World Funko Pop." And Heather's like, "Why the fuck did you buy that?" I said, "Well, I bought it because you told me to." And she's like, "I never told you to buy that." So now I have this stupid pop. I mean, I call it stupid because I don't care for it, but maybe at some point.
She is very cute.
Yeah, maybe
However,
at some point we can help somebody out there with that Funko Pop once we get it in.
Yeah, if it hasn't sold out yet, or if it has sold out. So Anna asked, I watched Black Widow for the first time yesterday, and it was a good movie in my opinion. What were your thoughts on the film? Me or you first?
What was it? What film?
Black Widow.
I love Marvel. I enjoyed Black Widow to an extent, but I wasn't a huge fan of it. It almost felt to me unfinished. I can't explain it. It just
something was off about it to me as well, and yeah. I can't put my finger on it. However, I did enjoy it. I thought it was interesting learning a bit more about Black Widow because Chris knows more about like the backgrounds of characters where I just know what I know. I do a lot of like
reading about it because I'm so interested.
He doesn't read the comics, but he'll read about the comics.
Thank you, Zach Bonifer. He posted the Top Pop interview. That's great.
Oh, thank you, Zach.
Art G, I'd be happy to meet up with you again at a con. That would be awesome. And hopefully the next time Heather's with me so she can meet you also.
I would love to meet
He's such a lovely guy. Really, really just a nice guy. Really.
Pablo asked, what's your favorite beer, Chris?
My favorite beer? I really like Pumpkin, but I think there's multiple Pumpkins, but I really like pumpkin beer. I don't drink that much, but when I do, it's usually around this time of year. And I like pumpkin beer. It used to be, my go-to used to be like soda mixed with vodka or soda mixed with rum or something like that, but I haven't drank anything like that in a long time. Although I would love to get my hands on, and I might do this soon because it is getting colder out, but some rum and Coke. I really want a rum and Coke. It's been a very long time since I've done that. But as far as beer goes, not a huge beer guy, but I like pumpkin beer a lot. And a lot of people will say, well, you shouldn't be putting pumpkin in your beer. A lot of beer enthusiasts don't like it, but I'm a big fan. Yes, they did kill Taskmaster. I agree with that. Cadis Maru. Not a fan of the portrayal of that character. And it's funny because you hear a lot of people saying, well, who gives a shit about Taskmaster anyway? Well, I remember seeing Taskmaster in a lot of the books and hearing about Taskmaster, in different TV shows and stuff like cartoons. So I don't know. It was kind of a bummer to see Taskmaster play out that way. Favorite Norm Macdonald movie or joke? Norm Macdonald. Wow. So I'm a huge fan of Howard Stern, and Norm Macdonald was on there quite often, and I really, really enjoyed Norm Macdonald coming on. My favorite movie with Norm Macdonald would most likely be Dirty Work. My favorite joke is, he has a lot of great jokes, right? But one that really stands out for me is it's called Dirty. It's his Dirty Johnny joke. That he said it on Howard Stern, and it was an 8-minute joke. The funny thing about the joke is that it just goes on for so long. It isn't necessarily that it's the way he tells it and how long it goes on for. I think that's the funniest part about it. But yeah, I hope I answered your question. Thoughts on the new Monsters Inc. Funko Pops?
I think they're very cute. I think they're very well done.
Agreed.
I do like Monsters Inc., but I'm not like the biggest Monsters Inc. fan, if that makes sense. But Pixar Pops are always amazing.
Yeah, Pixar Pops are always great. Actually, for those who do not know, one of our sponsors, Poppin' Off Toys, our good pal Wes Howard from Poppin' Off Toys, he actually loves Pixar, and he collects all of them. He has them all.
He has literally all of them.
Dean Blockley, yes, it's the Little John. I think it's Little Johnny or Dirty John. I can't remember now, but it's a take on those jokes. But I wish I could link it to you. I think if you looked up Norm Macdonald and Johnny, maybe you could find it, possibly. Edgardo de Jesus, I must go now. Okay, hey, listen, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Ed.
Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Love that song. That sounded horrible, by the way. I don't know why I did that.
I don't either. We got a very cool comment. The comic book ASM artist commented, this is Jake Campbell, by the way.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'm unintentionally wearing my Gastlecast shirt while watching. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
I can't wait till the HQ releases another pop that is actually sold out for the group. That is going to be so cool. And by the way, I don't know how many of you out there are into ASMR, but he does a lot of comic book related ASMR, which is really cool. He'll read a lot of the books and turn the pages and do all that ASMR-y stuff. And you should go and check him out if you're into that. Yeah.
Awesome. Steve Casper Steven on Instagram said, my picture of me as Spider-Man is disturbing. What a word to use. That's amazing. Wow. What's unfortunate about that picture, there's no bulge. The only bulge is my belly. There's no good bulge.
Well,
you can't see any portion of my possible hog. There's no hog in there. It's a hogless pants. It's hogless pants. Yeah, so that was a fun little outfit that we bought tonight. Heather, I can't wait to take you upstairs tonight and put on my Spider-Man outfit and chase you around the bedroom. It's gonna be fantastic.
I have one that we got today that is Baby Yoda. So
yes, you did. Oh my God, we should take a picture of you in Baby Yoda's outfit.
How are you going to be able to control yourself?
I'll tell you something, Heather. I'm going to lose my friggin' mind. And of course, for the shout out, absolutely, we love your stuff. Oh, Jeebus is here. Man, I got to say, Jeebus always has some really great comments on our videos. I just want to say I really appreciate that. It's really cool. You're a good dude. Or lady. I'm not sure. I feel like you're a dude, but I'm not sure. What are you guys dressing up for Halloween? That's a great question, D. Blockley.
Hold on.
That's a great question.
I like to keep my Halloween costumes a secret.
Come on.
I do. Let me just tell you something. It's going to be fucking awesome. You guys are not going to expect it. And when we do Halloween, we do it right. So just look out for those pictures.
Come on. We got to kill them with that? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, yeah. So we're doing Halloween. We're actually attending a Halloween party. A Funko Halloween party, which I got to pay for. I haven't gotten around to that. That our good pal Jason Swoboda will be holding because the Fun Days Out was canceled for this year. So we're going to at least do that. It'll be fun. Spider-Man chasing Baby Yoda, yes. 100%.
Jay Borisy 007, I hope I did not butcher your name. If so, I'm so sorry. I'm really bad at pronouncing things. As a newer collector, about a year, what are some tips on completing an older line other than eBay? I've just been getting lucky on the $7 a pop blind drop. So, $7 a pop is a wonderful resource. They are very good at spotting anything that might be shady and not real. So they are very, very good to go through because there are a lot of fakes out there. I would absolutely do your homework on spotting fake pops.
Yes.
I personally and Chris, we are not fantastic at spotting them. We'd like to get better so that we can educate people. I don't really know how to do that. There are some videos on YouTube that will show you the differences between fake Funko Pops and real Funko Pops and what to look out for. Unless they are like horrifically fake, it's very hard for Chris and I to spot them. A good tell is on the side. I have a pop here. Hold on. So on the side, you generally have the name right there, right? With a lot of fake pops, the font will be off, and I noticed like less bold letters on a lot of fakes.
Colors too are a little different.
Colors are different, but it's hard to spot unless you have a real in front of you and a fake in front of you.
Right.
A lot of times, like down in the wordings down here, you might see like weird looking fonts or like the wrong letter. Like the other day, one of our friends showed a picture of some Funko Pops, and I would have to dig them up, but basically it said like vinyl bobblehead down here or something. And the V in vinyl on just one spot, most of them were V's, but there was one spot where the V was a U.
Oh.
And it's such a subtle thing, but it was like you could definitely tell once you spotted it. Yeah. But outside of fakes, and eBay, God, I hate going on
Just be careful
eBay.
of eBay. I would suggest not even going on eBay. I would suggest joining groups.
Yes,
on
Facebook.
Groups.
However, you have to be so careful of scammers.
Well, you want to make sure that you ask people if they're a trusted member.
Yes.
You can actually make like a public post asking this. You can reach out to the admins of the group to find out all that kind of jazz, just to be sure that who you're working with is not going to screw you over. RG, yes, a Funko Halloween party, believe it or not. And Heather and I will be dressing up for that. Very excited about it. Chris as Spider-Man and Heather as Mary Jane. I like that idea, but that is not what we'll be doing. But I like that idea. The idea we came up with was actually Heather's idea, and I think it's pretty great, actually.
It'll be pretty spot on, although Chris is going to have to grow his hair out pretty long.
Well,
that's the only
or a wig or
spoiler I'm giving you guys.
Right, that's right.
But back to fakes, though, because Eric Hooker gave us a really good tip. He said another great way to tell a pop is fake is a color gradient in pop. A lot of times it will be off or even like blurry in here. So that's a good way to tell. I do recommend Facebook groups, but please be so careful when you're buying from other people. Like Chris said, make a public post or ask them like, hey, who have you traded with? And then reach out to those people that they've traded with. A lot of groups, smaller groups, not larger groups. Larger groups are not great with this, but Gastlecast, We Hunt Together, we are a smaller group for now. We do have a feedback post where every time someone makes a positive transaction with somebody, they do give them feedback. So each transaction is equivalent to 1 point. So say Chris sent you a pop. You would then, or you bought a pop from Chris. Chris sends it out. You have a great experience, whatever. You go to the feedback post. You say Christopher Gas +1. That tells me, the person who goes and edits the post, to give Chris a point towards his name. And then if you're ever wondering if someone has traded with somebody before or if they're legitimate, you could refer back to that post and see, oh, Christopher Gass, he has 23 transactions in this group so far. And, you know, you probably know by then, you know, this person isn't a scam artist, hopefully. You know, I can't imagine someone doing 23 transactions and then becoming a piece of shit. So I recommend that. Also, goods and services with PayPal. I cannot stress it out enough. Never use friends and family. Never go into a trade or a deal without figuring out if someone has done it before. I am a very trusting person, so I would give someone the benefit of the doubt because there are new collectors that come into this world every single day that, you know, if they haven't done a transaction with somebody before, how are they going to have a transaction under their belt if they don't make one, right?
Right.
So everyone has to start somewhere. So feedback is a good thing to have. However, give them the benefit of the doubt if they seem nice, if it's feeling legitimate, and just make sure you protect yourself by using goods and services.
True that.
On PayPal. Never use Cash App, never use Venmo, never use whatever else there is out there.
Muniz vibes. How do you guys feel about Whatnot? Not a Whatnot fan. Don't really care to sell my stuff on Whatnot. I've said time and time again that I'm not in the business to sell my shit to my, the people who watch us or view us. I don't look to do auctions, and I don't know. To me, it just feels, I don't want anybody to take offense to this or any other channels who does this or anything. I'm not going to do mystery boxes, and I'm not going to sell you all my old shit. I just feel like that's really cheesy. If I'm going to do something, I would most likely give it to you, like we'd give it away. Or we'll do a deal where you buy something from us directly, like on the Gastlecast We Hunt Together group, or something like that. We don't. That isn't how we roll. If I end up getting rid of Funko Pops, though, I might get rid of a bunch at one time to like $7 a pop or something, because we're gonna have to do that soon. We need some room in our attic.
Chris, what are your recommendations?
Heather, I don't have any. You always bring this up. Like I don't have any. Oh, I thought you were going to talk about when am I going to do it.
What?
I thought you were going to say, like, when am I doing it? I was going to say, I don't have any answer for that because, like, you always say when I'm, like, getting rid of stuff, you're like, you're never going to do that. You always give me, like,
Can I ask you the real
question?
Yeah,
you can ask
now?
me the real question.
Okay, what are your recommendations for buying cause babies?
Okay.
You fucking asshole.
Sorry.
I can't believe
that's usually what the next question.
At me.
That's usually the next question. I'm like, oh, God, I don't feel like answering this.
As soon as I were to open my mouth after you mentioning doing that,
I thought that's where we're going.
You had that at the tip of your tongue. You had it locked and loaded.
Always, because anytime I bring up...
Recommendations for finding cause babies, damn it.
Toysfanzone.com.
Or Macari.
Yeah. I'm not feeling well. I feel like crap tonight.
I can tell.
I apologize.
You made me feel like crap.
I'm sorry.
Heather is going to be Catwoman and Chris will be Penguin. No.
Jesus Christ, I'm built like Penguin. Chris is Abraham.
Rude.
Chris is Abraham Lincoln.
That would be funny.
Surprised they haven't made Gilligan's Island Pops. I agree. I wonder with Gilligan's Island what the deal is there. It has to be something with rights. There has to be a rights things going on there. Can I buy one of your show worn hats?
Ew.
Sure. If you want to buy one of our show worn hats, sure, why not? We can do that. What pops do you wish they'll turn into blacklight? Mine is the PX exclusive Thanos Snap 6-inch. Jeebus, me and you are on the same page. I would love for that. I think that would also be mine.
What's that?
Or maybe Tony snapping also. Tony Stark snapping. What would you like to see in blacklight form?
I've said this since they started coming out. OG Pennywise.
Yeah, OG Pennywise.
I would love to see what they would do with him, and I love his colors. I think he would really pop.
I watched an old video of you guys the other day where Heather was complaining about owning 700 pops and having no room. How's that call going, Chris? Yeah, so I don't know like as a YouTube channel, you want to show things, you want to have things on hand to show, you guys in a video, right? So we end up buying a lot of things that we just want to show, and then after it's over, we're like sitting here surrounded by like 10 new Funko Pops. So that's a major reason why we went to the news route, because we can talk about news without having to show anything, without having to go out and buy a lot. But we still buy a lot, truthfully. Popping Off Toys, they give us a really good deal where we can work with them and get pops to show on the channel. But when we get our pops from Popping Off Toys, then we are surrounded by a bunch of new pops where we don't know where to put them. So it's it's a blessing and a curse. What about the I Love You 3000 set in Black Light? That would be cool, Going Ghost. I dig that. Wait until Pokemon Black Light drops. Man, can you imagine? I mean, it's going to be insane. It's going to be insane if they ever do Black Light Pokemon. Truthfully, if they make anything Black Light, it's going to sell well. And I think Funko has noticed that. I'm very surprised that Harry Potter hasn't entered the Black Light realm yet. That's I expected it to happen a lot sooner. Trying to see what else we got. Like the new, yes, exactly. Like the new Mandalorian set. That's another set that I have that's sitting here. And here's the thing is that when we receive sets like that, sometimes if I'm looking at it long enough, I'll end up giving the entire set away somehow, maybe on the channel here or on Patreon. I try to share a lot more for Patreon these days because I want to be able to give like the best things we can give to the people who are supporting us by spending their money every month. I mean, truthfully, you can't do any more support than that, in my opinion. But I do want to say we appreciate everybody out there who views us and watches our videos and stuff. That is a lot of support. So if you can't support with money, you are definitely supporting when watching our videos. I just want to say that. That wasn't a cop-out comment. Chris as Ghastly, Heather as Girl Ghastly, and Max as Child Ghastly. That's a great idea, Triple JJJ. Black Light Anime Pops. Heather's #1 fan. Agreed. I'm very surprised they haven't done anime Black Light. I think that those would stand out in a big way. I think they would stand out. Pop Freak already leaked Pikachu Black Light, so that's almost 100% happening. He's almost always spot on. That's great. I didn't see that. If you could have Black Light out of all the Yu Yu Hakusho pops, that would be life. Okay. If I could have the Black Light of all my Yu Yu Hakusho, I don't know what that anime is, but I'm sure it's great. You prefer Patreon to thoughts and prayers? Yeah, of course. Mr. Negative, Hobgoblin, Spidey villains in general. Yes, Al, I agree. Spider-Man villains, I would be totally down for. I love Spider-Man, and I love Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery. It's amazing. Stan Lee Black Light would be also cool. I agree. That would be a cool one. Stan Lee Black Light. Surprised they haven't done that yet, because you think that would be like the center of the Marvel collection, a new Stan Lee Black Light Funko Pop. Wow. We've gone on long enough.
Wait, can we just talk about this really quick?
Wait, yeah, go ahead.
Stan Lee Blacklight, they would do him dirty and give him like that Simpsons yellow face.
Yeah, probably. I hate that.
He'd look like Marge.
Yeah,
You'd
but
give
what
him
else?
Blue hair and Simpsons
What
yellow.
else could you do for it though?
I don't know.
That's literally
a good
the only
question.
option. Blacklight Loki would be super dope. I'd be down with that. I'd be super down with that. Chris is Iron Man. Heather is Iron Man's wife. I think Stranger Things supposed to drop with the new season, but the pandemic got delayed. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, that's why the pops came out. Are you guys getting into Bible content now? Heather may need to censor herself a bit if true. If we're talking about the video I posted earlier, because it's weird. All the Howard Stern things I listen to on YouTube, it's from this thing called Bible something. It's bizarre that it has that name because Howard Stern's content is nothing that goes with the word Bible. Okay. Yes. Spidey versus Doc Ock will be super cool. Well, so here's where we're at. We're at the end of our live here because we've gone on a long time. I need to go chill out. I've been feeling like crap all day. Actually, I've been feeling more and more like crap at the end of this evening. But reminder, head over to patreon.com/Gastlecast to find out all the ways that you can support the channel. We appreciate all of you guys, your support in any way you can do it, be it that you're viewing our videos or you're paying into Patreon and helping the channel grow and helping Mischief Toys grow. We appreciate all of that. Also, check out our sponsors, poppingofftoys.com and also $7bucksapop.com and mysterygrill.com. Mystery Grill boxes drop every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss out on that. And they also have been dropping Wednesday drops at 6 p.m., which is a new thing.
Yes, they come with... I can give you the information in a moment. I saw it while I was at work the other day, and I didn't want to, be in my phone, but I thought it was really, really cool. They're doing... Midweek drops Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. So they said that this past Thursday there would be 500 boxes available with a max of 2 per household. We'll be doing something quirky like this once a month until 2022, and then I guess they're going to see how it goes, and then they put in parentheses and possibly beyond. So once a week they'll be figuring this out, but this is the Pop Plus One drop. Every box will have one Funko Pop plus an additional Funko product, Pez, Dorbs, Pocket Pop, Keychain, Rock Candy, or something entirely different. They're keeping the price at $15. Shipping is $6.50 per box due to the added weight. And yes, there will be some plus one grails in addition to the Pop grails that are available. And a shot at a Freddy Bloody Daryl Mega Grail. Wow. Yeah, so that is very, very interesting.
Thank you, Lord Headstrom. That's awesome. He super chatted us. You're awesome. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, thank you. You need to say it.
What?
That's all you've got?
That's what I always say.
Target.
That's how I always do it, by the way. I never say the full word. I always go and scream, and Heather has a really bewildered look on her face. Like,
yeah, he never says the full fuck word.
I don't. Thank you for saying it now. Jeez, Heather. Thank you guys. I see a lot of people saying feel better and stuff. I appreciate that. Thank you. I don't know what's happened to me. I'm falling apart this evening.
He'll feel fine. He has me.
That's right. I have Heather.
He has great things to look forward to.
That's right. I always do. Thank you guys so much for all of your continued support. You guys are amazing. Catch us next Sunday live yet again here at 8:30 p.m. Eastern.
And catch us tomorrow and every other day this week where we'll have a new video up on YouTube. Make sure you check it out. Give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. This week, one of our good friends and religious watchers informed me that they were not subscribed to our YouTube channel. And I just found it very interesting. Like, how are you watching our videos almost daily and you're not subscribed? I just thought it was really funny. So make sure you're subscribed. Tell all your friends. We would really love to hit 10K by the end of the year. So if you have friends who collect Funkos, have friends who don't have shitty humor and would be able to understand that we are very lighthearted and joke most of the time, please send them our way. We love new people to talk to, and we would like to meet the goal of 10K by the end of the year, which I don't think will be very hard to do because Chris and I are entertaining as hell.
Yes, we are. Matthew Ross, thank you. Office Orientation Podcast. Go and check it out. It's Heather's trek to watch every single Office episode for the very first time and to give her thoughts on each episode. And it's fun because I've seen them all. Heather has not. So our discussions are sort of interesting. You get this fresh look at The Office because it's like her first go.
It's a lot of fun. And tomorrow I will be releasing the episode where Chris and I are going to discuss season 3 episode, I believe it's 15 or 14, Ben Franklin. And spoiler alert, I freaking love that episode.
Tino Maldonado, thank you so much. He says, F Target, Gastlecast is the best.
Thank you, Tino.
You're the best. You are the best.
Yes, Dean, this is a Snape shirt. He's saying, obviously. It's a lot of fun. He has some potions behind him.
Nick Money, I watch channels every video, but don't subscribe to them. It's just in recommend. Amazing. That's amazing.
Well, Nick, I hope that you subscribe to us.
Yeah, I hope you subscribe to us. Come on. Give us some love here. And then you answer what episode. Okay. And also go and follow us on Instagram at Gastlecast. There you go. Boom. I think we've gotten everything out tonight.
Spidey Pumpkinhead asked update on Ghastly. We discussed that earlier in this video.
Yeah,
Chris isn't feeling well.
Yeah, rewind back a little bit. You'll see it.
Yeah, so I hate to rush out of here.
No, we're not rushing out. We've been here long enough. But go and check out the early parts of the video. You can find more about Ghastly. I feel a little crappy tonight, so I'm going to go and lie down and chill out for a little bit and try not to die. So thank you guys. We appreciate you. We love you all. And we will catch you. Oh, remember as always, we are together, yes. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.